Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video today here on Codename Pizza. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about Call of Duty 2024. I know, crazy, right? It's only been a week since Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 with Modern Warfare 3 Zombies released, and we're already talking about the next iteration of Call of Duty, which isn't even supposed to be released until next year in either October or November, depending on what release cycle we're going to be going with next year. But officially, inside of the game files of Modern Warfare 3, leakers have managed to find and uncover a lot of information about Call of Duty 2024 Zombies that we can talk about in today's video. If you are brand new to the channel, though, do make sure you click that subscribe button. You guys know I absolutely appreciate it. We are on a very slow road to 1 million subscribers, but that road, I mean, I can see the light. It might be a while, but it's somewhere. So make sure you subscribe if you are brand new, and make sure you click the like button to help and support the channel. So where are we at with Call of Duty 2024? Well, apart from the leaked information that got leaked last night, all we knew about was potentially the name, which is Call of Duty Gulf War. Not guaranteed, but it is potentially there due to leakers also leaking that last year. And on top of that, in terms of Call of Duty Zombies, we know that potentially it's going to be a sequel to Call of Duty Cold War from 2020, the final DLC map released in 2021. Of course, that was Forsaken, and in that cutscene, we got to see Edward Richtofen, but it's the Dark Ether version of Edward Richtofen, which this story is so complex nowadays. So if you're not following along with this, dude, trust me, you're not alone on that one. But we also got to see a couple of other things as well inside of that Forsaken cutscene and with that Forsaken ending. It was kind of hinted that the next game and the next iteration, which is going to be Call of Duty Gulf War for next year, potentially the first map is going to be set in Zetsubo-no-Shima on an island, which is really odd and an odd choice for me personally, because I know that Zetsubo-no-Shima was probably the least favorite Black Ops 3 map out of all the ones that we got, so it's weird that they might have picked that one, but that's what we got told or kind of hinted at the end of Forsaken's cutscene. But with the leaks from last night going forward, it looks like that information is weirdly correct. Inside of the game files of Modern Warfare 3, leakers have found 2 maps. So one Zombies on disc and another map that's supposed to be launching with the launch of the next game as well in 2024. So 2 launch maps, and this would completely make sense. I mean, if we look at Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, we all had 2 launch maps, right? We got Kino to Toten 5 on BO1, BO2 we got Transit and Nuketown for the Collector's Edition. Inside of BO3, we got the Giant for the Collector's Edition, and everyone got Shadows of Evil. BO4, a bunch of maps, and then the only game that didn't launch with 2 was Cold War, but it's kind of understandable, you know, everyone was working from home, there's a pandemic on, so fair enough, right? But with this game, it looks like we're going to be getting 2 launch maps as well, and inside of those game files, it looks like it actually is Zetsubo-no-Shima. It's not said Zetsubo-no-Shima, but what the leakers have mentioned is that it's going to be on an island with an underground prison facility. You know, Zetsubo was on an island, and Nikolai boss fight, he was in a prison. He was in a prison cell underground. Makes complete sense, right? So it looks like Zetsubo-no-Shima is going to make a return inside of Call of Duty Gulf War in 2024. Also, if you do want to follow the leakers and stuff like that, I will put a link to them inside of the description so you can just see them on Twitter. I don't want to say their names just so then they don't get insta-banned like that, but there'll be a link inside the description if you all want to follow those. And then they went even further into the other map that we might be getting as well, and they explained the other launch map that we're going to be getting, round-based, keep in mind it's going to be round-based, to be set in a city with an underground area of play. They said similar to Mauer Toten, which, you know, a city map we tend to get that. With Shadows of Evil, we had the rift with the Pack-a-Punch underneath it. With Mauer Toten, yeah, quite a lot of diversity, actually. There was kind of 3 layers to the map, like top of the buildings, the street level, and then underground. They said it was similar to Mauer Toten from what they can see, which I think is kind of a good choice. Like, it's not going to be Mauer Toten. Obviously, it's going to be completely different. We don't know what era it's going to be set in either, because we know time travel's possible. So we might get something along the lines of 1940s Shadows of Evil like we got, but the way Mauer Toten's set, I think, is a brilliant map. It adds a lot of verticality to the map, not as much as Die Rise, which we don't want, but you know, it's pretty good. There was also some other stuff in this leak as well, which is super interesting. As well as knowing about the 2 launch maps, or at least how the launch maps are going to be set, we also know one massive detail, and you may have already seen your favorite people talk about this online, because my goodness, it's the biggest thing to come into the zombies community in a long time, and that is the potential return of Gobble Gums, ladies and gentlemen. My bread and butter. The whole reason why Mythbusting Mondays, the biggest zombies series on the whole of YouTube, might I add. Most views ever out of any series. I'll take that. They are going to be potentially returning, which is fantastic. I don't know what form they're going to be returning yet, and there's definitely changes to be made. I think Gobble Gums added so much replayability to Black Ops 3 Zombies But you have to also take that there's definitely a bit of OP there. We'll go with that. That's fine. But yeah, no, absolutely. But I think that people forget that it was a staggered release with a lot of Gobble-Gums with Black Ops 3. Like, it took until 2017, literally 2 years after the game's launch, to get insane Gobble-Gums like raindrops and other stuff like that. I can't really remember. But yeah, it took a long time. They were very staggered. I think Shopping Free was the first mega OP one that we got with DE. But before then, we only had Perkaholic and Killing Time. Like, yes, but it was incredibly rare to get a perker, and you couldn't even buy them at that point. It was just when the game launched, you just earned Liquid Dividium. So it depends how they're gonna do it, but absolutely, I think Gobble-Gums add so much longevity to a cycle of a video game and add so much to the community in terms of replayability that having them in here will be incredible. This was leaked by a little bit of string that they've found inside of Modern Warfare 3's game file, which says zombies on disc bubblegum, which basically means, you know, Gobblegum machine on the zombies on disc map. And this is not leftover code from Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, due to the fact that, yes, it's kind of on the same engine as that game, but it's been found on the Modern Warfare 3 files, and obviously we didn't even get Gobblegums from Black Ops Cold War either. So it's not leftover code. This is something that's been placed on it. And this isn't for Modern Warfare 3 zombies either, because it says zombies on disc, and the Modern Warfare 3 zombies MWZ is not on disc. It is something that just takes place on servers somewhere. So yeah, this is for the next game, and I think Gobblegums are a massive, massive thing. Now, the next thing we're going to discuss that's also been leaked for this next zombies experience, which I think you can take it either way. It's a thing that I read and I was like, oh, not again. But I think some people like it, and I'm hoping that there will be some changes potentially, and that is the fact that the armor/rarity system is apparently going to be coming back as well. Now, the rarity system for me, it ain't it, chief. I don't like going to the mystery box between rounds 1 and 10, hitting the mystery box, and it'll give me like a green rarity out, a blue rarity out, and then later on, I have to then sacrifice that weapon or try and build it up, and if I hit the box 5 rounds after that, I can instantly get a gold weapon like that. It just seems like a waste of time. I like the option inside of zombies of just having loads of guns inside the mystery box. You pack-a-punch them, they're stronger. Triple pack-a-punch, fine, whatever, but the rarity system just doesn't make sense to me, and I really dislike it. I don't know. And then the other thing, the armor system, once again, depends what armor system we go with here. If it's like Cold War, I can deal with it. We've got Jug there, it will do its job, right? I'm just not a massive fan. I don't understand why we don't revert back to that BO3 system. I think BO4 was stupid, right? It was stupid. We had no Jug on BO4. We got 4 hits, so yeah, it was kind of in the middle of having Jug and not having Jug forever. BO2, we got 2 hits and then downed without Jug, but we have Jug option there for 5 hits. BO3, 3 hits without being downed, and then 3 hits to get downed, and then Jug option. I think BO3 was fine. BO3 for casual players, 3 hits, then you're downed. Fine, right? For beginners, fine. You get Jug, you get 5 hits. You got Widow's Wine, you get like 8 hits. I think BO3 system, in terms of health, was perfect. Cold War, I can live with. It was fine, but I don't think it needs to be that complex. But they've also found that inside of the game file. So right now, once again, just going over this, we have got 2 launch maps on Gulf War. 1 being set on an island with an underground prison. 2 being set in a city with an underground playable area. That's your maps. Finito. Next one, we have got Gobblegums returning to the game. We have no idea what kind of Gobblegums. We know that Gobblegums may be returning though, but we also have a tweet from Kevin Drew that goes back to 2023, this year in February, and it says about Gobblegums. So I think he was trying to hint at it then, which is wild. But yeah, Gobblegums returning, and then finally, the armor system is potentially going to be returning as well. These are all things found in the game files that says zombies on disc, leading to next year's Call of Duty title. But let me know inside of the comment section right now how you feel about all of this information. Are you happy with this? Would you like something changed? Do you want the armor system back? Do you want the rarity system back? Do you want Gobblegums back? Do you want 2 launch maps? How do you feel about this? For me personally, this feels like Treyarch are absolutely cooking. They've been making this game for 3 years now. Well, when it launches, 4 years, dude. Like, just think about that. They've put time and effort into this game, and I think it will show. They're clearly trying to do stuff that the players want, what the community want. Yeah, for me, I don't know about the armor system. You let me know inside the comment section. But it seems like they're definitely trying, which is brilliant, because I feel like we've just not had that in multiple years. I mean, Vanguard, Shinonuma was the best iteration of Shinonuma, you can't tell me different. But Vanguard, and then MWZ, I'm loving playing it. It's brilliant, but it doesn't have that identity that Treyarch has with zombies, right? Like that sci-fi, incredible, like, different game mode. ever since maybe like Cold War, I think Cold War still separates itself, but apart from that, everything's felt like the exact same game, right? But this, Gobble Gums, dude, I'm really hoping for this one. I think it could be big, but let me know inside of the comment section right now how you feel about this. Thank you very much for watching, and make sure you click that like button before you leave and subscribe if you are brand new. But thank you very much. I love you all a lot. I'll see you in the next video or the next live stream. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye.